Well, hello again, everyone. It's your man, Cowboy Star. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Well, the Cowboys are going to try to rebound from that disastrous performance last week as we take on the Atlanta Falcons today. Um, like I said, I'm just going to pretend last week did not even happen. I'm going to do the right thing and just not even bring it up anymore. Uh, I just can't do it anymore. That was just such a pitiful, piss poor performance, as one Jim Mara told you on the last video. By the way, be sure you subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all those that have before y'all and have already subscribed. That helps it out, helps us out a lot. I appreciate it. It's been a few days since I made a video. I guess I'm still trying to recover from that last performance by the Cowboys. It was a total team letdown in all phases of the game. Hoping and praying that we can rebound this week and go back to our normal ways of playing ball. Because I don't know what we did. I don't even know if we practiced at all last week. But that wasn't acceptable at all. I mean, we cannot continue to play like that, and I think I'm not going to beat a dead horse anymore on it. I'm going to just do the right thing and forget it ever happened. No, I probably won't, but I'm going to try. Anyway, talking about some players that won't play the game today for the Cowboys. One, Tyron Smith. That's right, Tyron Smith is still out, injured again. Like I said, you can bank on Terrence Smith to miss at least a minimum of 3 games a year. Usually it's 4, 5, or 6 games a year that he misses. So they threw poor Terrence Steele out to left tackle, which he practiced there maybe a few times in training camp, but it was a long time ago. They threw him out there, and he basically got his lunch handed to him. He wasn't ready. See, when you play left tackle instead of right tackle, you're used to right tackle. You got to lead with your right foot, plant your right foot when you're at right tackle to defend the edge rusher on the other team. But when you move over to left tackle, it's totally different. It's like you're a right-hander and you're trying to use your left hand. It's just you got to learn it all over again because you're leading with that left foot to plant and get ready for the rush on the left side. So a lot of people think, oh, he's just not a good player. No, that's not the case. I mean, it's apples and oranges. When you're on the right and the left side, a lot of people say, oh, it shouldn't matter. No, it matters. There's a lot of technique to it when you're changing sides all like that and you're used to playing one side in particular. So kudos to Terrence Steele for at least trying and getting thrown over there. I'm looking for him to have a better week this week because he's practiced all week at left tackle. So I'm hoping and praying that he can do better. He had about 3 holding penalties, I think, in the game, which is, as you know, not acceptable. So the Cowboys, like I said, are going to try to rebound. My worry is they've got a good quarterback. The Falcons have a good quarterback. They've only really got one receiver to worry about, and that's the new receiver that they got in the draft. I'm trying to think of his name. His name is escaping me right now. But he's pretty good. I believe he's number 2. He's a real big, tall, 6'6" receiver. And if we can cover him, I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of other problems in the receiving department. But we got to stop the run, folks. We didn't stop the run at all last week. The Broncos were passing the ball just about everywhere they wanted to. They weren't making many penalties. And as you know, I beat a dead horse on this one. The keys to the game today will be being able to get to Matt Ryan and not making any penalties, which is the silent other opponent that we always have to face every week instead of just the opponent we're facing. In most weeks, we have to face 3 opponents because we're usually facing the refs too because they're always against the Cowboys. So, but I'm not going to blame it on the refs. We just got to play better. We've got to step up to the plate, and we've got to do this, man. We're on course to do something this year, and we can't let these mediocre teams beat us. I think the Falcons are coming in with a 4-4 record. We're 6-2. We need this win. So hopefully the Cowboys can get their act together today. One Randy Gregory, that's right, Randy Gregory, who was our best pass rusher so far, injured his ankle in practice, and he is now currently on the injury reserve. So won't see Randy Gregory for a minimum of 3 weeks. Hopefully it won't be any longer than that. Hopefully by then, Tank Lawrence will be back. We got some reinforcements. Sir Neville Gallimore is due to come back. Not sure when he's coming back, but if we can get those two players back and get Gregory back, we should be ready for the stretch run here. Of course, we've got like 2 more games after this one in 10 days. So we play on Thanksgiving Day against the Raiders, and Cowboys just need to get off the snide after what they did last week. One thing that really upset me after the Broncos game was the coach of the Broncos came out with a statement and said that no team until them has defended the Cowboys right, and that kind of like he devised this big scheme to shut down the Cowboys offense and all this mess. Man, that's just totally uncalled for. I mean, what an idiot. I mean, the Cowboys beat themselves. I mean, yeah, the Broncos played a pretty good game, but it was nothing the Broncos did that the Cowboys wasn't expecting. It's just the fact that we shot ourselves in the foot, and we pretty much lost our mojo in that last game. They played a good game, taking nothing away from them, but if we'd have played our best game and weren't playing like we did, I don't think they'd have beat us. I mean, it was just a matter of, we just had a bad day at the office. I'm sure all of you have gone to work and just had a bad day. Everything you touched just turned to you-know-what. And I know I've had days like that. So let's just hope and pray that remains to be seen if the Cowboys are going to turn it around. We'll see at noontime today. I'll be able to tell you after the first couple of drives if the Cowboys have changed their way of playing. But that Vic Fangio, I lost a lot of respect for him after he made those comments. I didn't think that was necessary, but Mike McCarthy just kind of chuckled. He says, well, I'm glad he's tooting his own horn, in his press conference. He said that. He said, but they didn't do anything that we hadn't seen before. And Dak Prescott came out in his press conference and said, I hope all the teams play like they did against us last week. He said they didn't do anything that we didn't expect. So good for Dak. I'm glad he said that. I do look for Micah Parsons to play a lot more at edge, being Randy Gregory is out. And that doesn't hurt my feelings at all, because the last time this happened and we were shorthanded at edge, we put in Michael Parsons. He lit it up that game. So Michael Parsons, to me, they might ought to think about putting him at edge rusher next year instead of just linebacker, because he can do it all, man. He's made a lot of tackles. He's good at edge rushing. He's good at rushing the passer, and he's also good at defending the run. So remains to be seen what the Cowboys are going to do. They might just kind of sprinkle him all around, linebacker, edge, just so they don't know what's coming, but we'll see what happens in the game. And also, in one other note about players, we do have one player coming back, one key player, and that is Michael Gallup, the wide receiver who's been out for 6 or 7 weeks with a high ankle sprain. And he's going to be back this week, so that should help Dak a lot. And he's our only deep threat on the team that can really go deep and catch the ball. So hopefully we can light him up with a couple of touchdowns today. That would be awesome. And in other news, not related to the Cowboys, one Odell Beckham. That's right, Odell Beckham has signed with the Los Angeles Rams. And this guy here, he's a piece of work. It's always never his fault. That's the third team he's already been on, and it's always the team's fault. It's never Odell's fault. you know. So he's going to get another chance because he's got good. He's got a lot of talent, but he's just a dipshit. You know, he can't keep his mouth shut, and his daddy interfered like a. You know, that's not good when your parent interferes with the team you're on and puts out a tweet about your quarterback like he did the quarterback of the Browns. So I would never sign him. I'm glad the Cowboys feel the same way because I can't stand Odell Beckham, and I don't wish him any bad luck, but he's lucky though because Robert Woods, the starting wide receiver, just went down after last week's game. He's out for the year, so it looks like Odell's going to be starting, you know, right off the bat and getting a chance to contribute to the Rams. So, not too worried about Odell Beckham. If we have to face the Rams in the playoffs, I'm really not too worried about Odell Beckham. He hadn't done anything in 3 years, so remains to be seen. But if you're a Cowboy fan, you need to be sure you're watching the Falcons versus the Cowboys. Come on at noontime on Fox. I know I'll be watching the game. Like I said, I do appreciate all those of you who have subscribed to Cowboys Star. If anything breaks before the game or during the game or after the game, I'll be sure and report it to you guys. With that being said, go Cowboys. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.